Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hasan Baroka from PBIB. Teaching English to visually impaired students and analysis of teachers' problems. Introduction. In Indonesia, English is intended to be one of the compulsory subjects in junior high school, senior high school, and universities. It is widely noted that English is important for the most common reason that English is global of international language. By mastering English, the students might improve their communication skills within their opportunities to studies from various sources and pursue their future studies and careers. Furthermore, Marzano and Pickering state that in teaching English as foreign language, teachers as the facilitators of students' learning take a variety of roles within the classroom. Teaching English as a foreign language is a challenging task for teachers, especially to visual impaired students. Teacher is an essential source of strength in the learning process of students with visual impairments. Emily and Bemis states that the of students with visually impairment are qualified specialist teachers who have the skills and practical experience in the field of visual impairments. Referring to the referring to the studies above, it can be inferred that being visually impaired does not necessarily mean being unsuccessfully language learners, although human vision serves as a major stimulus for learning. With the assistance of teacher and technology, visually impaired students actually have potential for learning foreign language. Teaching English is a manner that meets the special learning needs of visual impaired. Student might be challenging for the teacher. This phenomenon encourage us to conduct a similar research at one special school in Palembang. Our preliminary students was carried out through informal interviews with two of the English teachers who taught visually impaired students at one special school in Palembang. Literature review: visually impaired students. Visually impaired is a disorder characterized by poor visual function that can be repaired by refractive corrections, glass or contact lens. Medical procedures or surgery, nipple and brampers. The nature and the degree of visual impairment may vary significantly, so each student may require individual adaptation to instructional practice and materials in order to learn effectively. According to Ford and Norton, visual impairment refers to the function of the effectively occur function I and can be measured with tests such as a visual acuity. In conclusion, visual impairment is a condition where a person's vision is not the same as regular as vision in regular person in general. The visually impaired should be educated in the same general way as the sight, following the same general principles. But teachers must have some teaching strategies for them. Students with low vision or those who are legally blind may need help in using residual vision more efficiently and working with special ends, ads, and materials. Teaching English to visually impaired students. Problem in teaching English to visually impaired students. Teaching English is to visually impaired students requires several considerations to accommodate their special learning needs. Mention that There are several factors to consider that might arise problems in teaching English to visually impaired students. They are as follows. Lesson plan. Lesson plan needs to be made to know what is going to be taught in the class. It is one of the important parts of the teaching and learning process. Lesson plan contains several components such as objectives, materials, activities, media, and assessment, and each component should be described clearly. Hammer 2007 highlights the function of lesson plan. A lesson serves a guide for teachers to conduct a set of activities in the classroom, determine what the students will learn, and how the lesson will be taught, as well as how learning will be evaluated. Team management. Time management is an inseparable element of school organizations. It is the art of arranging, scheduling, and budgeting time to achieve learning objectives. It is a process which involves the determination of needs and prioritization, prioritization of than any other professionals because they are master of the fate of future generations. Environmental issues or the conditions of the class and can affect the teacher's quality in teaching and cause the problems for them. Firstly, discipline has become a core that the teachers must do it for the successions of the teaching and learning process. When dealing with discipline, the teachers need be comfortable with their position of authority in class. They also need to gain respect from the student and set your expectation for their behavior in class. No matter how frustrated the teacher is, they must preserve the students' dignity, and if all matters fail, the teacher must consult to institutions, counselor, or administrator. The problems that may rise is when the student teachers decrease and throw the lesson for the day. Unexpected question comes up and technically problem is a disruptive students etc. Secondly, classroom condition has significant effect of the level of language proficiency learners. Methodology. Research design participants and site of the study. This study was conducted by using a qualitative approach with a case study method. A qualitative research aims at expanding phenomena based on the perspectives or participants. A case study is used to describe a specific intervention or phenomena as well as the context in which it occurred. Thus, a case study was appropriate to this research that focused on the teacher's problems in teaching English to visually impaired students. The participants of the study were two English teachers at one special school in Palembang, Indonesia. Confidence sampling was taken as one of purposeful sampling strategies to select the research participants that are easy to access and inexpensive to study. Data collection and analysis, establishment of trustworthiness, findings. Okay, I think that's all. Thanks. Thank you.